Too short? Alright, guess I'm gonna have to figure that out. Be back. I had to change the camera angles around because I couldn't get a good shot of the Hermod here. So gonna try this, see how this works. So basically, I'm gonna explore the Hermod Plus here a little bit. It's been an interesting journey getting to the Hermod Plus. I picked up the regular Hermod, I think originally released in 2017, about a month ago off of Reverb.com. Surprise, couldn't find it anywhere. I'm assuming because they were prepping for the release of the Hermod Plus. So found out about the Hermod Plus when I went to Squarp's website to look up manual, how do you do stuff on the Hermod, etc. Got a page can't be found. So saw that the Hermod Plus was out, went ahead and ordered it. I ordered it Wednesday of this week and it actually got here on Friday, which is pretty good. I'm in the United States, so from Paris, France to the US in about 2 days. It's pretty good delivery time. Here in a minute I'm going to stop the video, get a basic little patch set up using the Hermod to drive everything. I will give some initial thoughts compared to the original Hermod. It's definitely more sleek. I definitely think it looks better. I think the idea of putting the touch buttons here by the actual tracks as opposed to numbers here makes a lot of sense. The buttons feel a lot better as well, which is nice. The knob feels a lot better. Some other positives that I noted just kind of tinkering around. So sync in, you can obviously do the various different clock sources, internal MIDI port device, etc., which that's not surprising. But the thing that I really liked was clock out. One, now they tell you the PPQ in instead of having to figure it out. The other thing, and if I maybe just didn't understand it, I didn't think you could do 24 PPQ in previously, and so that's really nice. So now pairing that with Pamela's Pro Workout works really well. So basically if you hit play and then should be getting that clock out. So I mean, we'll explore some more and I'll play with that. The other thing that I've noticed which bothers me, it seems as of right now, you can only address the active channel. So on the previous Hermod, you could basically access any channel that was on here. You could just access it via a different CC number through MIDI. Well, unfortunately, it seems that has changed. And so now, I don't know. You can't really use this as a MIDI to CC device, which is originally why I purchased it. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is there. I'm hoping in a firmware update they will fix that, because right there I can access channel 1 because I am on, going back to track here, MIDI in, active track channels channel 1. So I'm on channel 1 and that works. Can select channel 2, that works, 5, so on and so forth. So that makes sense. But if you noticed under settings, where previously you could actually set the MIDI CC in for each channel, that's no longer here. Now I'm hoping maybe I'm just missing something. MIDI through doesn't have anything for that, so I guess we'll see. But regardless, I'm going to go ahead and shut the cameras down now, get a basic patch kind of up and running here, and then we'll explore the Hermod. All right, so it's been about an hour with the Hermod. So first I need to correct something. I said earlier that I didn't think you could change the MIDI channel that each one responded to, and I was actually wrong. You can basically, if you hold one of the track buttons, you get into this extra menu, and here you can change the input. So you can change the input port, is it MIDI, USB device, etc. What channel does it listen on, and all of that other stuff. So I was wrong. So interested to play around with that a little bit, see about kind of passing through Ableton to the Hermod Plus. The other thing that's probably worth noting, in the manual, it says to hold record and hit play to change the BPM. It's actually incorrect. That goes to the record settings. If you hit play and then hit record, that lets you change the BPM. So, all right, so I've taken some time here. I'm going to go ahead and unmute the bass because for some reason when I run it through beads, it takes a while to warm up, if you will. So basically got a little sequence going. Track 1's a kick, basically triggering plots using a Euclidean pattern. Still kind of trying to learn this. But yeah, you do have to turn a note on, which kind of makes sense, but I'm not using the pitch. So basic kick going there. 2 is a snare or snare-like sound. That's the BIA. Just triggering that. Got a little bit of a percussion thing coming on 3. That's the Manasateratas. Running some modulation from the mimetic digitalis into that through the lapsus sauce. 4 is our bass line, so that's basically triggering the black VCO running through the ripples filter. Got a good little bit of a cool little filter sweep to bring up there. That one I just programmed in some notes. So if we go to step mode for track 4, I just basically programmed in some notes using the pads there. Super easy. I guess the one thing I would say, Hermod Plus versus the Hermod, because I was very curious, was it worth the upgrade? 100%. The Hermod was clunky compared to dealing with the Hermod Plus. I've loved working with this. This thing is awesome. So that's that. And then going back to track here, hit 5. So basically what I did here is I did a random generation, and then I threw a scale effect on there. I was messing around with the glide and some of the other effects there, but nothing really great. But again, the effects are pretty much the same from the Hermod, so if you know what they do, you know what they do. I will say that the glide was a lot better, or I think it's a lot better. One, it lets you pick to glide only when the notes overlap, or always, and I think you can get more control over how much glide's occurring. So I think that's a cool little feature or update that they did to that. So there's your glide effect. If we go into that, I think you got more fine-grained control over it, which is pretty cool. I'm going to mute that. And then the glide is just going through the chainsaw with basically a short decay, hitting the Forbidden Planet filter, and then got a little bit of play there. So basic square wave kind of tone. So what all we got going on then, let's bring our bass in. So yeah, I really am digging the Hermod Plus. I may do another video or two with it after I've got a little bit more chance to play with it. Like I said, I've literally spent about an hour with it. So just trying to get used to it. I did have like I said, the Hermod, so I was somewhat familiar with everything. But as far as an upgrade goes, it's fantastic. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to probably jam out a little bit here just to see. Wasn't quite happy with the way that previous jam went. But, anyways, we'll catch you guys later.